you know, they were just so grateful because either they lost their job or they now have health, you know, problems.
Absolutely.
And we find a lot of elderly people that are on fixed incomes that are finding it more challenging to keep up with things as they get on in years and their home gets on in years. It needs repair that they can't do. So we have a lot of applicants, you know. So, but we're still taking applications, and we hope people come in and apply and benefit from this program, because it really is a good program.
And I think one of the blessings that you have is that a lot of your money that comes from the state comes through the state from the federal government.
Yes.
And I know there's a lot of concern about the state of Illinois and many of the services that are funded only or solely by them that are being cut and reduced. And even the agencies that are out here to help and save other people are on a lifeline themselves right now, because they're not even getting enough money to maintain and sustain their staff, their programs, and so forth. So in a sense, you're blessed that a lot of your funds originate with the feds, and at least so far they are maintaining some kind of a level of service that will allow you to continuously be of service to our community. You know, there is no silver bullet that's an answer to all things at all times, but I'll be honest, I've been in this community now since 1970, some 40 years, and I can't think of any other agency that is of any more value than the Community Action Agency, not only here in our community, of which we're blessed to have, but your programs are national in the sense that other communities or states that have community action agencies can also benefit from the expertise of the staff and the excellence of the program and the accountability and the responsibility that each of you have. I know I have interviewed a number of you throughout the years, and I'm always impressed with the amount of years that the staff has put into this service, and I really look at it as more as a service than a job. And I'm certain that when you go home at the end of the day knowing that you have touched a family by being able to say yes to assist them with their problem, that's a reward. I mean,
that's right.
Yes, it is.
We love payday, but when you do the kind of things that you do, in a sense, every day is a payday. Yes. And you're probably bothered by the fact when you look at a person's application and you have to shake your head or say no, because the problem is there, even if you can't give them the solution due to the circumstance, the income, or
sometimes that's the case.
Yeah, you know, and I'm just glad. Is there anything else that the three of you may want to say regarding your?
I might want to elaborate a little more on the housing repair program. It's basically designed for a resident that lives in Limestone Township for that one program, but specifically for people that are elderly, that is 65 and older, for disabled people, and for those families that have children under the age of 6. We say that because of lead paint issues that are frequently present in the home. And we gear all our services toward serving people in our respective target areas, and we do have specific people we're looking for as far as an emphasis goes, but we will take other applications as well. We've been in these areas for several years, and we intend to carry on with these grants throughout the years. Approximately
how many people are you projecting that you may be able to help in terms of housing, Mike? Or can you share about how many homes you've impacted in the past years?
In the past, we've done about 20 homes in the Limestone Township area. We're finishing up one of the grants, and that's the 2008-2009 grant. We're finishing that up, and that will be 10 additional homes at least when we're done.
That's great.
We might be able to squeeze another one in if there's some money left. We have a new grant that's coming up, and it will be at least 14 homes in that specific area as well. We try to get as much out of our funding as possible by getting competitive bids, and sometimes we figure on the high end on a home, and sometimes we get competitive bids that will enable us to do another home.
Is there a maximum amount that you can spend on a home?
There is a maximum amount of $40,000.
Wow, that's a significant amount.
It sounds like a lot of money, but in some homes it goes pretty fast.
Well, I know that with the price of everything being what it is, but I mean I mean, if you'd have asked me to guess what the maximum was, I probably wouldn't even been half of that in terms of, but I'm glad to hear that. Right. How long have you been with this program, Mike? I know I've seen you around here.
Right, I've been with PCCEO in doing housing for 7 years.
7 years,
yes.
Okay.
I previously did it with the city of Peoria for over 30 years.
Right, I know, and that I was associated with you then when I was a part of City Hall. Well, again, I want to thank the three of you for sharing this valuable information, and more important, I hope that those of you who are watching tonight have heard something, get out your little pen and paper, and the most important thing is remember 671-3900. Call that number and find out about some of these programs and talk to either some of these individuals or whoever will be the person that will give you more information or will take your application. There is no need to be in misery when there are answers that relieve that misery. And don't be ashamed to call. I know many of you would have probably never thought that you'd have to call and ask somebody for help. Worse than asking is not asking, particularly if the help is available and if you're eligible. Again, I want to thank you for watching Captions, and I hope tonight we have shared some information that is of value to you, your family, your friends, and the next step is yours. All we can do is let you know what's out there. The next step is for you to follow up, pick up that phone, or drop by the Community Action Agency here on McBean and let them know that you want to talk to somebody or you want to get an application so that you can have some of the many services. And take advantage of that stimulus money that you've been reading about and hearing about, so that when somebody says, well, what good is it doing us here in Central Illinois? You'll say, hey, it helped me weatherize, it helped me to pay a bill, it helped me to do whatever it is. So this is Andre Bohannon again saying thank you for watching Captions. I'll be looking forward to seeing you next week, or more important, you seeing us next week. God bless you. See you next week. Good night.